Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dion and today I want to do a style spotlight on models.com 2023 Model of the Year, Anok Yai. If you've seen any runways from the past 3 years or opened Vogue, then you've seen her striking features and a face card that has never declined. In this video, we are going to learn about the model and her career. So if you like fashion videos or fashion commentary in general, then definitely make sure to subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday. With that, let's get into it. Anok Yai was born in Cairo, Egypt on December 20th, 1997. She moved to Manchester, New Hampshire when she was 3 years old. Her mother is a nurse and her father works for a nonprofit. Her sister Aleem is her manager and financial consultant. Yai was discovered in October 2017 during Howard University's homecoming week by a professional photographer, Steve Hall, who asked to take her picture. After Steve posted the picture, it began to accrue over 20,000 likes. And from there, modeling agencies started to send Yai non-stop DMs, eventually signing with Next Modeling Agency. Quote, "When I first saw the number of notifications I was getting, I thought I'd become a meme. I was too scared to open my phone. I was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna know. I can't go back home." Within 24 hours, Yai gained upwards of 30,000 followers on social media.
Howard University for their homecoming, and there's this photographer, Steve Hill, and he took a photo of me. I was not ready. I was just walking by. He took it, and I was like, all right, here's my Instagram, and then I went home. Within like the next 24 hours, I got like 30,000 followers or something. It was crazy. And then I got calls from agencies. I got flown out to New York by Next. They signed me that same day. 5 minutes of being signed with them, my agent was like, "Do you want to go to the casting?" I was like, all right, let's go. I mean, it'll be a cute little casting. I was like, for tell me why this man said Saint Laurent. I was wearing JCPenney heels, my Miley Cyrus t-shirt from Walmart, and Hollister jeans, and I looked crazy. My agent called me up and he's like, how'd it go? And I was like, it was kind of awkward. I probably embarrassed myself.
Quote, "I always wanted to get into fashion but couldn't afford to go to New York. I got scouted multiple times at the mall or was prodded by my friends at school who were at modeling agencies. I kept saying no. I always had this feeling something bigger was coming for me." Within 4 months, she became the first Sudanese model to open for a Prada show and the second Black woman ever to open for a Prada show after Naomi Campbell in, I believe, 1997. Which, can we just like pause for a second? Prada, can we talk for a little minute? Like for a quick minute? In the history of your fashion house, 2 Black women have opened the show. Like that. Okay. On her breakthrough moment, she told Vogue, quote, "It was an honor and I'm proud that I was the one chosen to open. But this is bigger than me. Me opening for one of the top fashion houses is a statement to the world, especially for Black women, that their beauty is something that deserves to be celebrated." In college, she was studying biochemistry and thinking of pursuing a career in medicine. After she was signed, she put her studies on hold. Quote, "I took a leap of faith and flew to LA to shoot a product campaign. I tried to stay in college, but science and traveling don't work together. Instead, Yai took it upon herself to learn fashion's ins and outs. Quote, "I taught myself by researching all day about the industry, about finances and marketing. I took business and economics courses online. I was a new face, but I wanted to be able to go into the rooms and know what the fuck I was talking about." When asked who are your inspirations, Yai responded, "Naomi Campbell and Grace Jones. They inspire me so much and they've paved the way for so many of us." And if you want to know more about Naomi Campbell, I did a style spotlight on her last February, so you can go check that out as well. And Anok Yai honors her heroes in the modeling world by standing true with herself, her morals, and her values.
Anyway, she spoke up in regards of Lily Depp's recent interview and nepotism in the modeling industry. And honestly, it is this last sentence that did it for me. She said, "I know you work hard and have your struggles just like the rest of us, but goddamn, if you only knew the hell we go through just to be able to stand in the same room that you were born in." I have no words. No words, cause damn.
Anok Yai is not only known for dominating the runway, but standing up for herself in a business that often silences women, especially Black women's experiences. A word of advice from her manager: quote, know that you are the business. That was the best advice I ever received. At the end of the day, you are the business. One crucial way she said no was by only agreeing for a while to wear her hair in cornrows or as an afro. I got quite hard pushback from the brands, but they noticed I was just standing my ground. Other models took notice and appreciated Yai's stance and did the same. Shows even had signs backstage saying, "Don't touch Anok's hair." And other models of color asked how she managed to put her foot down, in awe of her confidence. Funnily enough, Yai also developed a habit of telling designers which look she wanted to wear for the shows. Typically, the casting directors and designers assigned the outfits to the models, but Yai didn't know that when she first started modeling. This trust Anok was given by the fashion industry made her one of the most sought-after models of the past 5 years. Earlier this year, Anok Yai took a break from ruling the fashion scene to visit her homeland in Sudan. Quote, before I went, I always felt like there was something missing, a void in my life. I could never put my finger on it. Once I went home, I felt whole for the first time. There's this grounding, spiritual energy when you enter Africa, like you found God, even before you land. I recommend visiting Africa for everybody. They've got to go back home. And when asked about her upbringing and wanting to get into the fashion industry, Anok Yai said, quote, when I was younger, I was extremely insecure about my skin color. All I saw was light-skinned and white girls in the media. Now I can speak my mind on certain topics and have people that will definitely listen. Now I can use my mind and tell people about colorism and teach girls about self-confidence. When asked about her favorite part of the modeling industry, she said, quote, my favorite part is the performance aspect of modeling. I love affecting people. My least favorite is that I have no social life. I'm trying to learn balance, but I'm a crazy workaholic. It comes with the territory. Yai has always had a passion for fashion. When reflecting on her childhood, she said, quote, oh, I dressed crazy. My mom would braid my hair into hot pink or violet box braid bobs. There was a moment when I had a cornrowed pink mohawk, and I would dress in themes for different weeks. One time, I did a fur theme. So I had these big fur boots, this giant fur jacket, fur pants, a fur crop top. In my head, it looked fine, but my mom thought I was insane. And I think that's a true mark of a fashion girly. If people didn't make fun of your outfits when you were growing up, I don't think you have good fashion sense, because every fashion girly was once bullied for their fashion sense. Also, this like theme I relate to so hard. I have a distinct memory in my head of putting together an outfit that was like blue shoes, blue shorts, blue top, blue everything. And my mom was like, just because it's all blue doesn't mean it matches. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Of course it matches. And another time, I like walked out of my room and my mom was like, you look cute. And I said, oh, I don't want to look cute. I want to look cool. And I went back in my room and changed. I was like 9. So I definitely feel this part of Anok's childhood experience. Getting casted at malls and being like begged to be at modeling agencies when I was a kid, and like by my friends, or when I go out, people stopping me, asking me to become a model. That's never happened. I think that's a pretty unique experience. And I also feel like that is an experience that so many like supermodels have had. Like Jerry Hall, who was a model back in the 70s, was like, I was walking in the airport and someone said, do you want to be a model? And I said, yes. Like, or I think Tyra had a similar storyline. It's just like funny how these supermodels, when you're a supermodel, you get picked out of a crowd. Let's just say that. True supermodels have that origin story where they're like, I was just walking and people were just begging to take my picture. It was so crazy. And I'm like, oh wow, really relatable. But with a face like Anok Yai's, I'm like, yeah, no, I understand why you get stopped. You are stunning. I know normally for my style spotlights, I try to dress like the person, but you know, I looked into it. There's no way I can turn myself into a 5'10", 100-pound Sudanese model. If I could, I'd let y'all know. So I'm just rocking like a claw clip and this corset top because I was like, you know what? Don't compete where you can't compare. But Anok Yai is not just one note. Outside of modeling, she's developed a bunch of different skills. Lately, Yai has been developing the skill of a visual artist. She completed the Black Rock Senegal residency founded by Kehinde Wiley and loves to paint with her friends. During the pandemic, Yai took up knife fighting lessons as an outlet for her restlessness. That has since morphed into a full-blown passion that takes her worldwide with her Sifu, a master teacher who trains Hollywood actors and choreographs fight scenes in movies. Quote, when I'm fighting, it feels like a dance that goes so fast, you have to meditate. And when asked about where she sees her career going, what she wants to do in the future, Anok Yai says, quote, I don't know exactly what that is, but I know I want to be different from anything anyone has ever seen. I'm focused on competing with myself and pushing my boundaries as far as they can go. So with that, I hope you guys liked this little style spotlight on Anok Yai. Again, if you haven't heard of her, I'm sure you've seen her face because she's just been dominating the fashion world for the past few years. And if you haven't heard of her, definitely go check her out. Follow her on Instagram, look at her campaigns, absolutely stunning. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below what other models or celebrities you want me to do a style spotlight on. I really like doing these videos and just like boosting different people. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post content there as well. Subscribe to my channel because I post YouTube videos every single Thursday. And with that, have a happy day. I will see you guys next week. Bye.